Hello there, everybody. Welcome to the Heed Army podcast. We are about 15 minutes away from kickoff here. It is a lovely evening, and everyone is quite jolly, and I wonder why. Yes, the Heed are going to Wembley. If you've been living under a rock, you wouldn't have known that, but I'm sure you already do. Fully live commentary here of Gateshead versus Yeovil Town. So thank you very much for joining us. And we hope that you are in good spirits just like us. So if you are a Yeovil Town fan listening in as well, we are fully interactive and we'd love to hear from you. So get into all the action. You can tweet us on this, well, not tweet us, message us on the screen on the chat facility, as someone will do, no doubt, very shortly. We are going to be joined by Scott Barrow, former Gateshead captain, on commentary tonight. So that'll be exciting. We're just waiting for him to arrive and we'll get fully underway with that. We've got a little bit of housekeeping to do. We are live, Heed On Me podcast, on Thursday, 8 p.m. We've got Gateshead FC Vice Chairman Bernard Williams joining us. He's going to let us know all of the ins and outs as what he knows at that moment in time. Hopefully, he might have travel details for club travel. And who knows, I think there's been a tease of a new shirt as well. Maybe next season's shirt coming early. So if that is the case, we'll find out live on the show. So do join us. I do have the teams here in front of me, and I'll go through the Yeovil Town side now. It is Grant Smith in goal, Jamie Reckford, Max Hunt, Matt Worthington, Jordan Young, Charlie Cooper, Owen Bevan, Oluwabi, hell of a name that, Andrew Oluwabu, hopefully I'm saying that right, Jay Clark, Josh Staunton, and Scott Pollock. On the bench is Jordan Maguire-Drew, Malachi Linton, Ryan Law, Charlie Johnson, and Xander Zibawa. And on the Gateshead team, this is how they line up this evening. Philip Marshall in goal, Robbie Tinkler, Louis Story, Ethan Pye, Connor Panny, Steve Wern, Callum Whelan, Ed Francis, Captain Greg Ollie wearing number 10, Adam Campbell, and Marcus Dinanga. On the bench, the penalty hero himself, James Montgomery, Owen Bailey, Dan Ward, Aaron Martin, and Camille Conter. And safe to say that's probably one of the strongest benches we've had all season here at Gateshead International Stadium. So there we go. We have a message already. So if you are looking on the screen, there we go. We've got Rob Oldcoff there. Good evening. Benjamin's finest, 3 points, please. Well, let's certainly hope so. We'll go through some of the connotations. Of course, there's only this fixture happening in the National League this evening. And if Gateshead win, they can go 5 points clear of the relegation zone. And that heaps the pressure on the teams below us, especially our visitors, who will be looking to get out of the relegation zone tonight with a win. So lots and lots to play for. We have another message here from Cow Daly. Absolutely buzzing news are doing commentary. There has been that many games. I thought we were away. Hey, I know Cow Daly was trying to advertise someone else's commentary. Disgusting. We've got Luke Walsh has put, win tonight. You're basically safe. Don't say that. Don't say that. I worked out the projection, and to survive is 48 points. And Yeovil are predicted to get 47.5. Look, the predictions are predictions. We've got to get there and get over the line. Any merchandise being sold soon? Hopefully. Join the Heed On Me podcast, 8 p.m. Thursday night. Liv has put, we are watching on TV and listening to the commentary. We've got this. Well, there we go. Thank you very much for joining us. Hopefully you come through there. We've got our guest co-commentator who's joining us very, very shortly. He's just coming along now. I'll let him squeeze in. And how are you doing? There we go. And as I say, I want you to send in your messages. So it's lovely for Scott to join us here tonight. And as I say, lovely to have Scott. There we go. He'll just get his headphones on and we'll be underway when the teams come out. I'm just going to play a quick message from our sponsors, and when we come back, we'll talk with Scott. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we all say Scott's just about to get his headphones on. Are they all right volume there for you?
All good.
There we go, Scott. Thank you for joining us tonight. A late edition, but a welcome one. We always had good. We had a good record when you were on commentary. We didn't lose many, did we?
No, we didn't actually. So hopefully you don't lose tonight.
Of course, the important question: how's the injury look? I've seen on social media you're doing a bit of fitness work and core work. Are you? Is this season too much for you?
Yeah. Obviously, my aim this year was to come back maybe to the end of the season. Obviously, that's not going to happen. I've had a few setbacks in my recovery, which is out of my hands. I couldn't really do anything about it. But I'm on the road to recovery now. I'm getting stronger. Go to St George's Park next week for my rehab, which is I'm looking forward to. Hopefully, I get some good news and I can start running next week, or maybe come back for the pre-season next season.
Well, fingers crossed. It'd be lovely to see you back out there on the pitch. Of course, you're at York now at the moment, and they picked up a vital 3 points last night.
Yeah. That's why I was here on Saturday. Obviously scouting Barnet, but another thing I was supporting the Heat as well. So it's a club that I still love. So, but yeah, it was a vital 3 points last night. I thought York we were superb last night. We should have been 5 or 6, but it was a vital 3 points and takes us up that table.
It certainly does. And I just mentioned before you came on, Gateshead, of course, if they can get 3 points tonight, they will go 5 points clear, heaping the pressure on the bottom 4. And then, dare I say, we look forward to Friday. I know this game hasn't got out the way yet, but Gateshead could effectively put a nail in the coffin of Scunthorpe United. And I don't think anyone would have thought that at the beginning of the season. You would have, if you had said you would be above Scunthorpe at this stage of the season, you think, oh, we're in the playoffs. So it just shows you the big clubs can struggle at this level as well. And we were talking on the podcast the other week that do you think since we were in the National League as Gateshead before we got demoted, do you think it's a stronger National League now than what it was when we were in the last time?
Yeah, 100%. You see a lot of clubs that come down from League Two. They're massive clubs, they're huge clubs, and it's look at York. A couple of years ago, they were one of the biggest sides in National League. Now we got promoted last year with Gateshead, and now York are not even one of the big sides. They're probably mid-table as one of the big sides. You've got Notts County, Oldham, Scunthorpe. The league is a lot harder, but in this league, it's all about recruitment. How you recruit and stuff like that. The money side of things. Wrexham, obviously, you've got a budget. Notts County got their budget, but the other team. It's no difference in any other teams. From third until bottom, it's no difference. But it's just about the recruitment, and like I said, it's the way you play. And like I said, like I always say, trust the process and anything you do, and you just keep sticking by it.
It certainly is, and of course this year it's effectively League 3, really, isn't it? If it, in all intents and purposes, the clubs, the players, I think a lot of the clubs and players are maybe competing with League 2 for who's going to sign who and who's going to go where. It's that big at the moment, and of course we're on National League TV tonight, and we'll have people watching from all over. And we can talk about Ryan Reynolds' effect and Rob McElhenney. They've brought attention to non-league football around the world, haven't they?
They have. They brought a difference to non-league football. The people who cannot get the games now, especially away, you can go on National League TV and watch it. So it's something that it's good for non-league football. I think it's brilliant, and hopefully it gets more attention over the coming years.
Yeah, well, hopefully it'll keep it going on. Who's the cool commentator? It's Scott Barrow, of course. Come on, you knew who it was. That Welsh twang wasn't going to be Mark.
I thought I got rid of that, to be honest, after being up here for 6 years now. So
you've still got a little bit of it, but that's good. It's not a bad thing. I'll say I've put you on the spot before the players come out. What's your prediction for the game tonight? Of course, Yeovil, they've been very in and out of form, and Gateshead were in form at the moment.
Yeah, like I say, we played Yeovil a couple of weeks ago. It was a tough game. Two even sides. But like I say, it's a big game for both sides tonight. If Gateshead win tonight, they push themselves further. But if Yeovil win tonight as well, it pushes them out of the relegation. So it's going to be a tough game. But it just depends on if Gateshead play the way they did on Saturday. I think they come away with 3 points.
Well, hopefully there is 6 changes to the lineup that was involved on Saturday. We'll go through the teams again soon. But say the heroics of James Montgomery, he's on the bench, of course. I think that's a thing that he's okay with. He's still got his place in the FA Trophy run, and deservedly so. But Philip Marshall comes back into the team tonight, and also as well we have the midfield 3 that have come in as well. Stephen Wern, Callum Whelan and Ed Francis. And I say the up front is going to be, well, I think it's going to be Greg Ollie is going to be sitting just behind Alan Campbell and Marcus Denanga. And that man there, that's being rested here, of course, he had an international duty, a long flight back, and then jumped straight into the game on Saturday, training session on Friday, game on Saturday, and they're giving him a little rest there. I mean, he's a young man, but I say he's had a hell of a week.
I think he's a talent. At the start of the season, coming to the National League is tough, but he's got got bigger, he's got stronger, and I think over the last coming months he's been the star, and he's got a very bright future ahead of him.
He certainly has. Well, the teams are out now. This is how Gateshead line up this evening. Philip Marshall, Robbie Tinkler, Louis Story, Ethan Pye, Connor Panny, Stephen Wern, Callum Whelan, Ed Francis, the captain Greg Ollie, Adam Campbell and Marcus Denanga. On the bench is James Montgomery, also Owen Bailey, Dan Ward, Aaron Morton and Camille Conter. Probably one of the strongest benches we've had all season. And this is how the visitors line up here this afternoon. Grant Smith, Jamie Reckford, Max Hunt. It is Matt Worthington, Jordan Young, Charlie Cooper, Owen Bevan, Andrew Oliveri, Jack Clark, Josh Staunton, who's the captain, and Scott Pollock make up the starting lineup. On the bench is Jordan Maguire Drew, Malachi Linton, Ryan Law, Jory Johnson, and Xander Zibar. Well, there's a player that we've been told about, and I know nothing of him, but apparently played for #United, Scott Pollock. Do you know anything about him?
Scott Pollock is the one that he just come from Boston. Very good player, centre midfield, very energetic, loves third man runner, loves to get in the box and scores goals, and he done that for Boston this year. Obviously Boston struggled this year, but he was the main man who was scoring the goals, and that's why Yeovil brought him in. When he brought him in, he come in injured. Yeah. But I think he could be a vital player for Yeovil tonight.
Well, Gateshead in their familiar grey strips, black shorts, white socks, and Yeovil in quite a striking, dashing pink and purple combo out there. And I say we've got, well, because of the pink, Marshall is all in yellow today, and it for Smith in goal for Yeovil, he's all in orange. So there's the picture painted for you. It's a lovely, mild April evening here at Gateshead National Stadium. We're going to get all of it given to you. You're not going to miss a thing. And a big thank you to everyone listening on the Heat Army podcast and everyone on the National League streaming TV service as well. So you can message us and let us know how you think the game is going. But we're about to get away. Yeovil shooting towards the Fellenden, Gateshead towards the Tyne River, and we're about to get underway any second. You always fear after the Lord Mayor's show if the players can keep the run going, but I think it's not that we've got any mid-table security at the moment. I think the players know they've got to be on it.
Yeah, I think obviously from the game on Saturday, some of the players were cup tied. So you got 6 changes today, and you got fresh legs. So they've come from a game on a Saturday to a Tuesday in a long journey, and Gateshead are fresh. So be an interesting game.
Certainly have. Well, Pye wins the header up towards Gateshead defence. We'll see how Gateshead are laying up. I think it's a back 4 tonight. As Francis Whelan brings it down. Francis puts it out to Panny. Panny puts the ball up towards Denanga. Holds it up very well. Needs some support off Campbell. Campbell puts it over the top for the run of Ollie. But there was Staunton to head it clear. Tinkler dinks one over the top for Ollie to chase onto. But Bevan's there. Sees it out. So it is a massive trek today. I think I've seen on social media there was a few Yeovil fans who made the trip via Dublin.
Oh, wow.
So I mean, there's a cheaper and quicker way as well. You don't envy the players coming up on the coach day.
No, it is tough. It's like Barnet the other day. They wanted to play us last night, and because they stayed overnight, so
yeah,
for them it was easy for them to come from here to go back to Leeds and then play us on the Monday. So it's easier.
Well, see, someone's still asking who it is on co-commentary. It's Scott Barrow, former Gateshead captain, who's gladly joined us tonight. We're very appreciative of that. Throw into Yeovil, just on our right-hand side, quickly taken. Bevan gets the ball back. Lovely turn. And now, Francis does well to win the ball back, but so does Yeovil. It's going to have to be cleared by Story. Out to Ollie, who's in the right-back position at the moment. Sorry, that isn't Ollie. It's Vern. Looks very similar there, didn't he?
He does, yeah.
As the ball's going to come up towards Bevan. Panny's going to try and close down. Played all the way back to Smith, who clears the ball right up Story, who's in fine goal scoring form at the moment. Pye nods the ball on. Now it's out with Young on the right hand side for Yeovil. There's it back inside. Bevan on the right wing, front of the dugout. The ball's went out. Linesman gives it to Gateshead, just in front of Mike Williamson. And hopefully tonight I won't be puncturing anyone's eardrums, as anyone might have seen on BBC Look North. Did you see the news presenter said that she couldn't scream that high?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
But like I said, I saw your emotions after the game the other day, and like I said, it was well deserved. And like I said, it's great for the club and great for the community as well.
Well, of course, there'll be lots of that talked about on the Heed Army podcast at 8 p.m. this Thursday. But Pye has the ball just in front of the dugout, plays it back to Story. Whelan gets it back from Francis. Ball over the top for Panny, playing with left wing back. Bevan just gets in front of him. I think he's going to see that out well. Bevan, knows Panny puts it out. Yeah, so it is the back three again here. It's only Tinkler, Story, and Pye with the wing backs of Vern and Panny. Connor Panny's loan spells this season with Morpeth and Blythe have really worked a treat. He's come back a lot more confident and a lot stronger on the ball as well.
Yeah, he's a very good young player. He's grown in stature, and when you go on loan, you're only going to grow confidence, and he deserves it to be in the first team.
Panny wins the header, but it goes up in the air. Pye pings it forward, but it's collected in midfield by Cooper. It was there. He's got a bit of a headband on there. Oh, it's been brought down well. Just got it past on the left-hand side, cutting inside, still going with the ball, shot off into the Gateshead player, and it's going to be smothered by Marshall. I can't see which number that was, but a very, very good run. I think it might have been Olorobri. Olorobri. I had been told how to pronounce it. But yeah, no, that was good link-up play between Worthington and Obaloru.
And that's where they're dangerous. They're dangerous on the sides. Very positive. They go very positive where they run in, and that's a good run by Olorobru.
I'll stick with that pronunciation.
We'll get it right.
Big Andrew. Wern plays it back to Tinkler. Crossfield ball to Panny. He's got himself in acres of space. Brings the ball. Oh, he had hope for the run on Ollie there, but Ollie would have had to have been like Linford Christie to get near that one.
No, it was good again. No, good switch by Francis. No, Panny knew what he was doing, but I just couldn't execute it. But yeah, again, it's both sides a bit nervy at the moment, but I'm sure the game will open up very soon.
Well, into the 6th minute, it's 0-0 still. Grant Smith has the ball in his area, kicks it out his hand. And what a kick that is, right up towards Louis Story, who wins the header. Picked up in midfield, though, by Yeovil. Bevan now can look for a runner. Puts it over the top, and he's going to get through there. Pollock puts it across, and Tinkler has to put it behind for a corner. And, well, Pollock just drifted into that position there, didn't he? Lovely little underlap.
Yeah, again, like I said at the start, he just drifts into them areas. It's a third-man run over the top. Them balls, as a defender, it's impossible to defend, but well defended by Tinks to the back post. But this is a dangerous moment for Gateshead.
It is, as Cooper is going to take this corner to our right-hand side. That's a jostling on the edge of the box. Comes in towards the back post. It's just bounced off the feet of Hunt there, but it's going to be kept in. Back to Hunt. Hunt puts a cross in, but it just goes along the ground, and Story can clear that with ease. And Campbell has burst forward to try and get this. He's got in the way. Dinanga tries to win it. Nearly did. Cleared by Yeovil, throwing on the far side.
Yeah, a great clearance by Story. Campbell and Ollie in them pockets. They were dangerous on Saturday. Got in them pockets, but they're going to be dangerous again tonight.
Well, they had to defend quite a few set pieces from Barnet on Saturday. They got quite a bit of practice there, and I'll say Barnet kept pushing, but Gateshead have been able to rotate their squad today and bring the cup-tied players back in. 6 changes if you're just joining us. Whelan lays it off to Pye. Pye to Panny. Under pressure, cuts inside with the ball, lays it off. Pye has the ball now. Francis puts it across to Tinkler, other side of the centre circle, who tries to pick out a runner. Nearly got held up by Denanga, but it's been cleared up in the air. Can Pani win this header? He can, but it's bounced the other side of the defender. And he had to put it back. Oh, Denanga come running through. Good save by the keeper. I think he's took it in the face there.
Yeah, that's a great save by the keeper. A bit of a mix-up between the back four. But again, Denanga was there.
It's great anticipation, wasn't it? Yeah.
I think that's what Gateshead needed over the last couple of months. They had Danny Elliott, banging in the goals. What they needed was a number 9. They lost that, and then, like I say, them bringing Denanga again. He's very quick, powerful,
and under the radar signing. I know he scored against us earlier in the season and last year as well, but he's come in with maybe an unknown reputation, so to speak. But he's been very impressive.
Yeah, and it's all you need from a number 9 to just score goals, and he's doing that at the moment.
Ollie's going to take this corner now. He goes short to Francis. Francis now lofts to the back post, header up in the air, and it's went wide. I think it might have been Pye. That got the head there. It was.
Again, great set piece. A nice short one. Great delivery. Just quite good. It's the same kind of one that was on Saturday against Barnet. Great delivery. Great set piece again. Great delivery. The story was there on Saturday, but I think he just couldn't quite get there. A little bit too high. But to
do that, you've got to catch the defence not looking, and they did that, and they were static when the ball went out. So hopefully they can capitalise on that going forward. From a Gator perspective, of course. I'm sure some Yeovil fans watching will be like, I hope they don't. But to throw it to Gateshead. Young thought it was his. Story. Gateshead will be loving this. No pressure for the back as they carry the ball forward. Francis out to Pye, who has really grown this season. And so we mentioned the loan spell of Pani working wonders for him. Well, for Stockport County, the loan of Pye to Gateshead is doing the same. Pye gets the ball again, plays it down the line to Pani. Pani first time touch to Ollie. Ollie left hand side of the box. There's players in there, but he needs a few more targets. Lays at the edge of the box. Now he got it over to Whelan. Whelan, nice bit of footwork, needs to lay it off, though he's under pressure. Well done. Tinkler now. Right hand side. Ollie's showing for him. Campbell, those about the one that's going to pick up the ball. Dead ball line. He's kept it in. Ollie. It's been left. Lack of communication. Tinkler wins the ball, but Yeovil on the break now. Pye has to win that one. And the ball, skimmed through, and Tinkler's down there. That's not what we want to see. They both went in for a 50-50. I followed the ball, but I didn't see Tinkler had stayed down. Let's hope he's okay. It's not what we want to see.
It looked a bit nasty, to be honest.
Yeah. So Robbie, of course you've played with him, he's made a stern stuff. He's not one to just go down.
No, he's not. He's not the one to stay down, and this is pretty concerning. He's up a little bit, so that's a good thing.
Well, it wasn't a malicious tackle or anything. The ball was there to be won, and obviously Tinkler won the ball, but it's been caught afterwards. So a break in play here, 11 minutes gone. And the game was just starting to get into a flow there.
Yeah, actually, it's been an interesting 10 minutes. Both sides are settling in it now. Yeovil, like I said, they're dangerous on the flanks. Pollock being that third man run. But with Gateshead, I think Greg Ollie and Anna Campbell just in them pockets could be dangerous tonight. If they can pick up the same pockets that they did on Saturday, that caused Barnet a lot of problems. Again, I think if they can do that, I think again they cause a lot of problems. But just settle it down a little bit. Obviously Yeovil not pressing, but the way Gateshead play football, I'm sure that they'll open up sooner or later.
Tinkler is on his feet, but he's hobbling across there. Bailey's come back to the bench. I don't know if that's the end of Tinkler's night. I think it might be. Bailey is active at the dugout there. Well, he seems to be trotting down the wing, just warming up. So we're back underway, but he's back on Tinkler. There we go. Seems to be moving all right. Just one of them ones that stings a little bit.
Yeah, and the boy's got steel ankle, so he'll be fine.
The ball goes out to play for a Gateshead throw from the clearance up the pitch. Quickly taken by Pye to Story. So interesting to see both wing backs hugging the touchline on the right and left wing, Panny and Vern. Ollie nearly got it out there though, got blocked. Pye with a crucial interception, and Hayes went down there. He's up though. Gateshead continue. Dinanga got it to Ollie, back to Dinanga. He needs to lay it off. He did. Whelan, Francis. Good stuff from Gateshead. Keep the ball moving. Tinkler picks out Wern. Was he fouled? Referee says no, but he's still on his hands and knees. Some lunges going in here. You think the referee might get this a little bit under control? Tinkler out to Campbell. Back to Tinkler. Not showing any ill effects there. Moving well as the ball over the top just goes out of play. Yeah, there's a couple of tasty tackles going in there.
Yeah, it is. Both sides are sliding in, and like I say, it's going to be a feisty game. To be honest, I think both sides need to win. So
Lily Nolan's put, "Is the commentary available on BBC Newcastle?" What you're saying? Thanks. It isn't. Ball through to Ollie. Ollie just he's nearly got it back. Max Hunt did enough to put him off, and now they can try and break. Bevan plays it down the right side, comes off Connor Panny for a throw just in between the dugouts. So Connor Panny showing good maturity as well. He's predominantly midfield player, playing left wing back and looking good at that level. Ball nodded up. Dinanga's onside. Oh, and it's unfortunate. It's fell to him. Bevan puts it out for a corner.
Kind of switched off again there, Yeovil. Clearance, probably a poor clearance by Staunton to the keeper, a bit too quick. Poor clearance by the keeper, but
I think the defender that went back with him didn't make any effort to get.
All the other back three were putting hands up for offside, but
and then Nassim stood there.
Yeah, but it's great reactions by Bevan. To be fair, he saw the danger and cleared it, and obviously Gateshead got a corner.
Ollie plays it short. Francis Campbell. As Francis gets it back to Campbell. Oh, the ball nearly come back through from Ollie, and now they try and break Yeovil as Whelan keeping up pace with him there on the right hand side. It's played inside now. Worthington plays it back up against Pye. Good footwork, good stuff from Yeovil as the ball's crossed in, headed away by Gateshead. Needs to be hooked away by Francis though, and we've seen that as the first time they've really made the Gateshead defence panic there. Yeovil.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, lovely touch to Panny. Panny driving forward. Dinanga, just too much weight on it, but the keeper had to come out to clear it. Pye wins the header. Powerful one picked up by Bevan though. Ollie closing him down. Played forward. Gateshead to pick it up again in midfield though. Oh, and that's poor communication. Can it be kept in by Pye? It can it. 16 minutes gone. We're into the 16th minute and it is 0-0. There's two balls on the pitch there. We're just pulling it back. But yeah, we're seeing Worthington get a little bit more into the attacking aspect of it here. His ball played inside. Young goes for a curling shot and didn't get the dip on it. Over the bar it goes.
Again, Yeovil being positive, coming down that right-hand side again. I can't say his name, call him Big Andrew.
Yeah.
But he was positive again, cutting inside, caused a bit of problems. But again, Gateshead coming up the other end, in Penny, bit of a hard pass, to Dinanga. But to be fair, the keeper, Smith, he read the danger and he came out straight away and cleared his line. So again, the game's opened up a little bit.
Well, Whelan plays it back to Story. Pye. Ollie was in space. Good vision. Gives it back to Panny. Gator just using the space at the moment. Tinkler. Whelan with a nice turn. Francis. Now the ball out to Panny. He's in acres of space. Plays it inside there. Ollie, can he cut it back too much on it? Oh, it's the right idea. Just a little bit heavy the touch.
But again, great play by Gateshead. Come from Whelan again. Great diagonal pass to Penny. As a wing back, you want to play high. Great touch inside. Greg Ollie in them pockets again. Great run. But again, a little bit too hard. Take a little bit off it, and then Gateshead were in a great chance. But again, great play by Gateshead.
Panny's showing great discipline. He's sticking to that touch line and also cutting in.
He said he had a bit of a slow start for the first 5 minutes, but he's grown into the game now and he's settled right in.
Panny goes up for the header, wins it. Headed forward by Staunton, brought down. Oh, and that's a weak one back to the keeper. Dinanga gets past him. Can he bring it back across? He's asking a lot. Oh, and the header, off the line! Off the line! I didn't see Campbell getting up for that one, but he did. And, well, the pressure paid off.
So there's me just giving Smith all the plaudits for coming out and reading the danger there. Again, he came out there, but he didn't read that danger. Now, Dinanga got there right in front of him. Now, again, heavy touch a little bit. Took it to a touchline. Probably you'd want to pick out Aaron Campbell, the smallest man on the pitch, but great header. But the centre half.
I think it was Reckford that got it off the line there.
Yeah, but again, he read the danger. It's going in top corner, but he got that high and it's a great clearance off the line.
Campbell on the edge of the box, corner of the box, plays it back out to Ollie, back to Campbell. Can he get a delivery in? It wasn't as Vern. Now it's Story was lurking at the back post. Still not over yet though. Panny cuts in with the ball, lays it off. That's perfectly weighted. Can he pull it back? Oh, what a goal! Panny! Oh, the pass to Dinanga and the finish was beautiful.
But again, like I said, Panny's had 2 opportunities in the space of 2 minutes. Ball exactly the same ball where saying it's too hard.
Yeah.
Third time lucky. It's a perfect pass to Dinanga, and to be fair, what a finish! It's a great finish on an angle. You're either going to go across the goal or you're going to shoot, and he shot just under the bar and goal. Fantastic play again.
It was beautiful. I didn't see him getting to the ball, to be perfectly honest, at first. I thought, but he went for the shot. It must have been the tightest of angles, and Gateshead find themselves 1-0 up here. 19 minutes gone.
Beautiful football. Beautiful football now.
Well,
man on form.
They had been teasing it though, that pass from Panny, the runs, and you said third time lucky. It certainly was.
Yep. Like I said, it all comes from the short corner.
Yeah.
Doing things that they always do best, keeping the ball, and the gaps are opening.
Apologies, someone's put Panny 1-0. I got excited for the Panny pass. It was a great finish though as well from Dinanga. When you see that back on the highlights, it's an inch perfect finish, centimetre perfect. Well, Gateshead will be looking to get straight back on the attack, such as the philosophy. Francis, Panny's was on the touchline appealing for the ball down this end, but it's closed down. There's Francis in midfield. Now comes the crossfield ball. He's hugging this touchline. It's too easy. Can Panny nod it in to Ollie? He can. Back to Panny. Panny's good first touch. He's having to take it past another man. Unfortunately for him, he just couldn't get past him. But Gateshead just picking up the ball with ease when the clearances come. And Pye just trying to take on one too many men. And now Olawarabri is chasing down with the ball. Right-hand side of the box. Tries to cut past Story. Gateshead can clear up. And can they get on the break here as Campbell just slows it down. And Gateshead just happy to build from the back once again. Sensible stuff. Didn't want to get sucked into trying to get the ball forward when there was nothing on.
No, exactly. Just keep the ball moving. Don't have to go forward as much as you do. Just keep the goal on and the gaps will open again.
Well, Campbell, nice little dink out there to Wern. Wern looks to get a cross in. Here it comes. Too low. And it's going to be cleared by Yeovil. Back to Smith. Powerful kick up towards the halfway line. Story comes off his head behind him. Tinkler can just play that all the way back to Marshall. Wow. Pye to Francis, who played in a number of different positions when he first came in. He was played a little bit higher up the pitch. He was played left back as well at a spot, but I think he's more happy in the centre where he can distribute the ball. But Whelan's decision there wasn't the greatest. He apologises to Dinanga.
No, but that's where they've been hurting down the flanks.
Yeah.
The both wing backs. It's the right ball, but the execution just wasn't quite there.
But yeah, I'm looking forward for you to see the replay of Panny's ball. We had just been talking about it before that. Just a couple of attempts, the weight wasn't right, and that one was. It was just absolutely perfection. And Dinanga, you'll not see a better finish from such an angle. Well, and that was a trailing arm on Whelan there from Pollock. 33 on number 33. It's going to be a drop ball in favour of Yeovil. And Cooper, I think he's going to play this out to the wing. He has, and Young, he's got Panny for company. Cuts inside towards the corner of the box and gets a dispossess, and now they're on the way forward with Dinanga over the top. It's a lovely ball. It just bounces away, but he's still got it though down towards the corner flag on the left-hand side. He's starting to get options now. Campbell, who has a ripped shirt. Campbell goes for a curling shot. Didn't get the power he wanted on it. And now it can be cleared by Clark up the far side. Olarubi goes for a crossfield ball, looking for Young. But Panny just mops up and plays it back to the keeper. It's calm, composed stuff from Gateshead at the moment, but Yeovil, you'd think they just need to get a little bit higher up the pitch before they distribute it for those runs.
Yeah, I feel sorry for the striker at the moment. He's on his own. Every time the ball goes forward, it's 3 Gateshead shirts against 1 striker. But Yeovil needed to put their stamp on the game a little bit and push up further up pitch.
Yeah, it's asking a lot of him to make those runs. He might get 1 or 2 every so often, but it's a big ask. Tinkler. So once again, Panny hugging this touchline here. There's Pye. Pings the ball over towards the other side though, and Wern is not going to keep that in, and out it goes for a goal kick.
Very patient build-up play from Gateshead. Yeovil just sitting in, being compact and stuff like that, but sooner or later when they do go and press, Gateshead are, that's where the areas that they're picking up and they're opening up. So with Yeovil at the moment, it's between two. Do you sit or do you press? It's one of the things.
Well, when you look at the league table, if it stays like this, it's 5 points from trying to get out of the relegation zone. You've really got to push a little bit higher up the pitch, because you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. Really, it's.
Yeah, exactly. Like saying, you need to win games, and at the moment,
Gateshead showing pressure at the back there. Hunt clears the ball down the line. Olarubu brings. I'm really struggling with that name. Andrew, Big Andrew. Dyslexia and exotic names are not a friend of mine tonight.
We'll learn that half-time.
We will. Pye to Panny on the halfway line. Just plays it down the line to Campbell. Just intercepted though. And now Young plays it inside. Ball forward. It's asking a lot of Pollock. Gateshead just calmly pass it around the back. Play themselves out of trouble. As a player, it must be frustrating when the team can just pass it around you and there's nothing you can do.
No, there's nothing you can do. Like I said, you're stuck in what do you sit or do you press? And when you do press, then they're good enough to open you up, and that's the horrible thing.
Well, just laid off by Whelan. Gets it to Panny there from Pye, and just dispossesses touches a little bit too heavy. Gateshead battling to get the ball back, and they do through Campbell. Campbell plays it through. Panny tries to get there. Dinanga does. His touch is heavy though. And it's, I think Panny's judged to have fouled Cooper. Free kick.
Just showed then, Yeovil get the ball back straight away, and the bodies that Gateshead have around.
He's given a throw in, actually. Apologies.
Yeah. The bodies that Gateshead have around to go and get that ball back is incredible. They go with their numbers and they get the ball back straight away, and off they go again, keeping the ball.
Long throw. Francis won the header. Ollie nods it on. And Gateshead pressure to win that second ball. They can, and now Wern on the far side. Can he get a delivery? He's got grey shirts to aim for. Pulls it across. Dinanga with the header in the back of the net. What a finish that is! Oh, the defence just didn't deal with it coming through. It was practically at shoulder height. He had to stoop down to head it and put it straight past Smith.
Okay, great play by Gateshead. Done the flanks again where they have been hurting. The time he had to put a cross in, which is pretty frightening to be honest. Picked out Dinanga, free header,
you often worry when a player's got that much time whether they pick out the right pass. He just stood there for a while with it, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly. But as a defender, your job is to stop crosses, and no one's there. He had about 5-6 seconds to cross the ball. When you got that time to pick out with a cross, it's it's only good one thing. It's gonna be a goal, and he picked out the right cross. The man in form again, free header, goal, 2-0 Gateshead.
It certainly is. Well, Gateshead needed a number 9 earlier in the season, and they've got that now in Marcus Dinanga. And once again, Gateshead high on the press from the kickoff. As the ball bounces through, and gotta feel sorry for Olarubi. I think I got it right there.
Got it right there.
Olarubi. Yeah.
Again, he's the lone striker. You need.
Even if he had won that ball, he had no one to pull it back for.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
That just tells you everything here. The way that now there was a little close, but he marched with it 15 yards. No one come near him to close him down.
No, nothing.
Pye receives the ball from a throw-in. Back to Story inside the Gateshead half. Whelan, who seems to be everywhere in midfield at the moment. He's practically playing in the back three.
And just shows you now Story's on the ball. He's got about 5-6 seconds. He's dictating plays, telling players to go in positions, and no one's closed him down.
Ball again through to Ollie. Ollie drives towards the edge of the box. He's got space to pull the trigger, pulls it through, and it just bounces along the ground towards the goalkeeper.
But then my point is when they do go and press, Greg Ollie in pockets, turns, drives at goal. I think he'd be disappointed in that shot, but again, very positive by Gateshead.
From a Yeovil perspective, they've got to up their tempo to match Gateshead's at the moment. But it's very hard when Gateshead, as you say, they're dictating it from the back, and anytime someone makes a move, there's someone running into that pocket behind.
Exactly. Space is just opened.
Well, Francis to Pye. Louis Story gets the ball back from Francis. It's a bit of a stabbed effort though. Calmly plays it back to Marshall on the edge of his box. Of course, Philip Marshall in his second stint on loan at Gateshead from Aston Villa. He's definitely come back a more confident young man in his second stint. Not that he was lacking any in the first stint. He'd like to give us a couple of heart attacks with keep-ups on the line. But of course, been training most of the season with a World Cup winning goalkeeper.
The shows then, when you do go back and you play a lot of games, you're a better goalkeeper, you're more experience, get bigger, and like I said, he's done him wonders, and he come back again, and some of the saves he's been making in the last couple of weeks have been superb.
Well, Tinkler just manages to guide that back to Story. I don't know if he actually got a touch, but the ball up. Oh, and that's fortunate. It fell up to Gateshead. Staunton tried to clear it, and it bounced into Gateshead's possession, but Panny has it now, corner of the box. Goes to cut it in, and someone's coming to the back post. Can he put it in? Good save. Keeper made himself big. Wern was coming in.
That at the moment, Yeovil's back forward is, Rackford at the left back didn't see, coming around the back post. It's a shot that's blocked. Well defended by the defender, but the reactions and from that back forwards, it's non-existent at the moment.
The captain Staunton having words with his midfield in front of him as well. They're all at 6s and 7s, and Gateshead looking to capitalise on it as they try and get the ball moving forward again. But Wern has to turn. Whelan to Tinkler. And once again, Gateshead just happy to build from the back. As we mentioned there's no pressure, but it's one of those things. How do they deal with it at the moment? Is it a personnel change? Is it a change in formation that will give them more joy? I'm sure the manager's sitting there contemplating it now.
Well, he has to be. He has to change something, because at the moment it's not working. They got another 15 minutes of this. He could go in with half-time when 3-0 down the way he's going. If Gateshead keep playing the way they're playing.
Well, David Steele's put him out with a Zoom management meeting. Well, Gateshead are 2-0 at the good. Dinanga, both goals. First goal with a lovely through ball from Panny, which I got quite excited about, and I think a few people thought I'd described Panny as the goal. Apologies. But Dinanga, could he be on for a hat-trick? Once again, Panny just on this left-hand side, but the ball's in action on the right-hand side. Campbell does well, plays inside to Ollie. Ollie with a little flick back to Campbell. Can he finish this off? Oh, Staunton just intercepted there. But Gateshead just playing some nice football. Very nice on the eye. This ball goes out of play in front of the Gateshead dugout for a throw. So Yeovil.
Fantastic play again. Now, sure they in car school together, Campbell and Ollie, just shows,
I say the movement, I picked out Panny because he was just in acres of space, just like Wern was on the other side. They know what they're doing. They just peel off when they see the action go to the other side of the pitch to give an option.
Like I said, in my opinion, like two Gateshead's best players, the creativity they do in midfield, they just get this, this team ticking all the time.
Well done, Connor. Panny wins the ball, lays it off to Denanga. Denanga plays through the legs, but gets it himself. Lays it off to Tinkler, and Gateshead just once again get themselves into shape, get themselves into position to try and unlock Yeovil in front of them as Whelan puts a ball over the top. Can he get there? Denanga, keeper comes out. Lovely vision there, and Denanga appreciates the ball.
Again, this great play again, and then they press, and now then Gateshead go over the top. It's working, and like I say, it's sorry for the skip at the moment for Yeovil. He's trying to get that team going, but
as you can see there, he's pulling in Bevan there, telling him to come across to this side. He doesn't want to leave any gaps. But Gateshead don't pick up the second ball. Fortunate, Yeovil win it back. Ball forward towards Pollock, but there's Story to clear the ball, and Denanga runs over to try and close, but the ball's already headed away. Story heads it back up. Staunton brings it down halfway line, lays it off. Hunt. And now Yeovil try and build down the left-hand side. This is better from Yeovil as Olaworby's offside. That's a harsh one. I thought he might from our vantage point, it's hard to see directly on the line, but I thought he was on there.
I thought he was on, to be honest, but that was good from Yeovil. Finally the game forward. They got men around the striker in them pockets. It's the first time they did it, but like I said,
it took
till pass.
34 minutes and 2-0 down to be able to do it. They need to up their tempo and movement. But as we mentioned, it all started from the back with Staunton organising people. Now they're starting to put the pressure on. Marshall manages to get the ball past, but dispossessed. Whelan on the far side. Yeovil, left-hand side of the box. In comes the cross now. Marshall fists it clear. It's going to fall to another pink shirt. It's pinged out this side. Bevan's going to keep it in. Young. Oh, sorry, it isn't Pollock. Pollock gets it to Bevan. Dead ball line, crosses it back across. Way too much on it. Got a little bit excited, Bevan there. He had a little bit more time than he thought. And the ball goes out of play. Regatta throw on the far side, which Tinkler wants to take quickly. Wern lays it off to Tinkler, and Tinkler just plays it back to Story. Well, Gateshead played themselves into trouble, but fortunately there, Young's touch just takes it straight out.
I think now Yeovil are, they're pressing a little bit higher now. Put in, the back three under pressure, especially the keeper as well, where it's been comfortable. But they've got themselves in 2 or 3 positions in the last 5 minutes.
Lovely ball forward. Oh, just rolls out. I think their manager's got an earpiece listening into her. That's where it is. Lovely to see Owen Bailey. He came on Saturday. Just trotting down the touchline, keeping warm. It's done well to come back. Oh, the ball pings off a Gateshead player through to Smith. Worthington dropping deep to get involved in the action. Lays it off to Bevan. Off Campbell. Good closing down. Well, Bevan wants to get through. He wants someone to aim at. Launches it up. Panny wins the header. Won in midfield by Yeovil. Brought down. Francis battling, but Yeovil still in possession. Hunt plays it out to Reckford on the far side. Plays it inside. It's better from Yeovil, moving the ball around. Reckford appealing for a foul, but they're still in possession. Oh, and that's a sloppy ball that nearly got intercepted by Gateshead. But Yeovil now, right-hand side of the pitch, playing it. That's a soft one to give away, but a free kick to Yeovil. Worthington got fouled by Ollie. 37 minutes gone. If you're just joining us, Gateshead 2, Yeovil Town 0. Marcus Denanga with both goals. Scoring his second across from Vern, and a lovely through ball for the first from Panny. As the ball comes across now to Pollock. Chests it down. Plays it into the centre, but Gateshead there to clear it, but only as far as Cooper leaves it off to Worthington. Bevan. It's all on the right-hand side of the pitch at the moment. Ollie intercepts and plays it forward to Denanga. Denanga buys himself a foul there.
Yeah, like saying a nice bit of football from Yeovil, but like I said, they're not going anywhere. They got, Gates have got 8 players around the ball, and Yeovil have got 3 in attack and third, and 7 behind. When you're going to you've got to score, you've got to commit your men forward. It's nice to play football, but sometimes you've got to put your men forward and be creative.
Well, once again, they're just allowing Gateshead to pass it around. There's a little bit of movement, a little bit of pressure, but nothing to make Gateshead play the ball any faster. Now it is. But it took Cooper to run 15 yards in front of his other men to do that. Ball come through, Story there. Oh, and it's fell to Cooper. Cooper puts it back through. The ball wasn't the greatest, and Pye can just calmly pass it back. And, well, appeals for offside from the Gateshead bench there.
It just takes one player to press, and Cooper did then and made a mistake. And yes, he was offside, but he wasn't denying any play. So,
ball forward, cleared by Smith. Whelan brings it in, gets it to Campbell. Back to Whelan. Campbell. Lovely ball to Ollie. Can Ollie control it? Oh, good work there from Bevan. And, well, make of that what you will. Ollie poked the ball out and Bevan went down.
Should be a throw in Yeovil, but it's a free kick. But in theory, it doesn't really matter. No, they're still in the same position, but with the ball on the floor.
Well, Grant Smith urging his team to get a little bit higher up the pitch. He's going to get it right up there as the ball's nodded on by Cooper. Pye puts it back up towards Denanga, who's got Staunton for company. Nods it on. Ollie tries to run it, but Staunton does well to recover and play it back to Smith, who clears it in turn. Pye with a great header. Didn't pick out a great shirt, though. Now Hunt can play it out to Reckford. Reckford looking for options. Closed down by Wern. Now Cooper can play the ball forward. This is dangerous now. Worthington with a run through the centre. It wasn't spotted, but the ball comes across to Pollock. Intercepted. And he manages to get the ball when it bounced. Young. Crossfield ball. Out to Reckford. Brings it down well. Plays it forward. And there's Campbell to help with the defensive duties, but still not. Oh, Oliver Wood thought he had the man on the overlap. Well, Denanga tussling with Max Hunt. Ball over the top for Pollock. Pollock turns, adjusts his run. Manages to hold it up on the right-hand side of the box. Lays it off to Young. Young now. Up to Cooper. Bevan, right-hand side. About 25 yards out. Lays it back to Young. Now, we'll see Clark. Cross pitch to Hunt. Yeovil camped out in the Gateshead half at the moment. Hunt plays it back. Good pressure, though, from Denanga to force the ball going backwards, and Gateshead can push their defensive line higher up. There's Cooper. Plays the ball over the top for Pollock. Pollock's onside. Oh, and he's got... Well, Pye's done very well to get in front, and he's going to see... Let's come off a Gateshead player. Is that a corner? He's give a goal kick. Well, I think that was a corner.
Oh.
That's a bad decision, That's a Yeovil corner in my eyes.
Again, great play by Yeovil. Been a lot better the last 10 minutes, to be honest. Finally imposed himself on the game. Pollock got through behind, like as he does. Pye, got there in front of it, let the ball go out. Pollock done really well to keep it in. Deflected onto Pye, but the linesman was given a goal kick, so everything at the moment is going against Yeovil.
Yeah, when it isn't going your way, it really isn't going your way. But at the moment, Gateshead 2-0 to the good if you're just joining us. Story slipped as he kicked it up. Ball comes off Pollock. And Pollock, things aren't going his way at the moment. He seems a little bit aggrieved, and rightly so. Ollie shows. Pye gets the ball back. Lovely turn from the defender. Still got the ball. Tried to get the run of Pani. Bevan does well though. He's got the ball. Pani's closing down. Ball comes off. And I think that I think he's got that one wrong as well. I think that come off Pani.
No, I think that one's right. Yeah. Just instead of clean your line straight away, you know, he tried to dadly it, and when your player's close, you're going to get deflections, and it's deflected off Bevan and off for a Gateshead throw.
Well,
didn't realise Greg Ollie had a long throw.
Oh yeah. He said it's come out in the last month. We were shocked. As Greg launches it into the box. It's dangerous. Headed clear by Staunton. Only as far as Panu goes for an audacious one. It's bouncing about in the box. Hasn't been cleared yet. Now it's been cleared, but Francis comes in to win the ball, and there's appeals for a foul there. But referee says nothing. Gateshead in possession though now. Wern turns, does very well. He's under good pressure there. And Gateshead just play it along the back. And now Francis can give it to Story. Inside the Gateshead half at the moment. Pye. Well, the tasty challenges are still coming in at the moment. I just hope the referee does keep it under control. Some passionate players in the Yeovil side. They're fighting for their lives at the moment, as are Gateshead. But we're in at the 44th minute. And the crowd happy, but a little bit flat. I think after Saturday, the euphoria, I think some people are just finding it a little bit, not the Lord Mayor's show, but maybe just enjoying the game for what it is at the moment.
Yeah, I thought the atmosphere on Saturday as well, by the way, was incredible. You know, to come out close to 3,000, you know, enjoying a game of football, which is a very good game of football as well. So,
Gateshead again from the back. We're starting to see a bit more pressure from Yeovil. Pye plays the ball down the line. Ollie, is he onside? The ball's nodded down. Denanga tries to put pressure on Staunton. Bevan. That was clever from the captain there. He didn't get involved just in case the flag did go up, but Gateshead back in possession in midfield. Whelan inside the centre circle. Lays it back to Francis. And Tinkler can just take his time. Tries to pick a pass out. He does. And what a lovely ball out to just runs away from Whelan. And that was a lovely little dink from Campbell.
Again, great play. You know, it's not Greg Ollie, it's Adam Campbell in them pockets again. You know, a pass behind, another flick on a corner, which a little bit too hard again. But great play again.
Yeah.
Very positive.
Well, David Steele's asked many away fans. There's about 150 over there.
To be fair, when I parked my car, there was a lot of green shirts outside, so I think they have brought a few.
It's absolutely tremendous.
And
so we know what the trip's like the other way around. There's Pani. Well, linesman referee didn't know there. But I think we're going to see the fourth officials board go up here. I can't see it being more than 2 minutes. 1 minute. There we go. I was right. Just.
There will be a minimum of 1 minute additional time.
Well, Mike Williamson, Liam Watson, they'll not be too unhappy with what they've seen so far. They've haven't really been put under pressure by Yeovil.
No, they haven't. But again, they've imposed themselves on what.
And Smith. Well.
Wow. But again, it's a poor back pass.
Yeah.
You know, it's no care in the back pass.
Smith went to clear the ball and it come off the Nanga and he caught it within like 5 yards of it coming back at him. It's communication, it's confidence.
Yeah.
All of those things.
He's a fantastic keeper, you know, Grant Smith. But when you got a back pass, you know, bobbling and you got a half volley it, you know, you don't want them as keeper. You want them flat, but it shows the confidence at the moment is.
I know Gateshead do play a lot of balls back to Marshall or Montgomery when they are on goal. There is the half-time whistle. I'll get into that later on. But 2-0 to the good here, Gateshead. Marcus Denanga with two great finishes. One, a sublime pass through from Connor Pani, which excited me. And then the header from the Wern cross, and it was absolutely beautiful. And Gateshead, well, they've limited Yeovil to just the odd little breakaway, but you see, Marshall hasn't been tested.
No, he has not been tested, and that's the worrying thing for Yeovil. Gateshead have been very good, especially the first 30 minutes. They imposed themselves. They were very good on the ball, found the pockets. They got in areas. The final pass weren't quite there a couple of times, but when they did have that good pass, it was inch perfect. Denanga with the first goal, second goal should have closed them down a little bit better. Giving too much time on the ball, but again, a great cross by Anna Campbell. Denanga again in that area, free header goal. That's what Gateshead's deserved.
It certainly is. Well, we're just going to play out an interview with Carl Magnay from last week. We're going to have a cup of tea and a toilet break here. We hope you have one as well. We'll be back for the teams coming out in the second half.
We have our guest, the man, the myth, the Magnay. Here he is.
Very good, Dave. I did like that.
You're looking pretty relaxed. All right, Mags.
Was that from Charlie last season? That?
Yeah, it was Charlie. Yeah.
So, I did enjoy that one, David. Fine work.
It was. I say obviously excitement's all building. We can all allow ourselves to get excited for this game now. Obviously, with the league games out the way, you've been in this position. Is this the 5th time you possibly could get to Wembley?
4th. Fourth.
Yeah. So I mean, fair to say, you're not getting on that far in age, but you've got a bit of experience, and you've got experience in these games now. So you're going to be bringing that into the dressing room, surely.
I plan to, but it is fair to say that I am knocking on. You can say that without us getting offended. But yeah, I think considering it is such a young group, it's important that I bring that experience. And of course, you've got Clarkey, who was involved the first time round. We went with Gateshead, so having someone like him in the building that the lads love and respect, he can obviously chuck his hat into it as well. So yeah, if we were to get there, I'm sure there's plenty of people that we can call on that can sort of bring the lads at ease and give them a taste of what to expect, I suppose.
Yeah, and I say it's just obviously it's all ramping up at the moment. Where we've had a blast tonight with Said. Actually, someone's asked us to ask Carl the big question: have you been watching the show at all before you come on?
I haven't seen tonight. I've been working, but I have watched the show previously, but not tonight. What have I missed?
Well, you missed my 8-year-old daughter while she was supposed to be in bed. Has covered herself in lipstick all over her face, and we want to know. It's been she's been on the show showing it off. Do you know how to remove lipstick well?
Not well. I should know because I've got 2 nieces, but no, anything that involves mess, or if there's nappy needs changing, I'm a classic uncle and just leave the room.
Yeah,
and just let the parents deal with that. It's none of my business. I'm afraid.
I try to do that as a dad. I'll let these lads ask some questions while I think.
Good lad. So, Carl, Mickey's nervous. Do you get nervous before these big games, or do you just sort of get in the zone and just go and do your thing?
I think I used to get really nervous. I've never really showed it. I probably don't get as nervous as lads that I've played with in the past. I've seen some lads really struggle with big games. At different clubs and stuff. I've had a teammate at Hartlepool who would actually be sick before games, and not even big games, just normal league games. Would take himself off into the cubicle and would actually be violently sick before just a normal league game. So I'm not on that level, but I think it is what everyone says. You need them nerves to get the best out of yourself, to make sure that you're alive and you're on your front foot when the game starts. As I've gotten older, I've tended to not feel the pressure or the noise as much. But yeah, there will definitely be an element of nerves going into the game at the weekend, especially given, what it means and what's at stake.
Aye, absolutely.
Given what's at stake, I'm nearly being violently sick and shit myself.
Both ends.
You want the gods on the truth, Mags. My underpants are wrecking. It's on you bloody Thursday.
Man.
Lovely.
But that's, as awful as that sounds, Mickey, that's, and I don't mean this to sound sadistic, but that's what we want. That's what we want you to go through. That's what we do it for.
I've been doing it for years, Mags. So.
I think it's good to feel something, and it's obviously preferably not out of both ends, like you've said there. Like, but
Yeah.
we as players, you know, you want to give fans the opportunity to get excited, and this hopefully is a good opportunity for yourselves to look forward to something. But even if it's a nervous feeling, you know, just to feel something as a fan. I'm obviously a fan myself, and that's what you want, you know.
I just want to see you recreate that we're going to Wembley on the pitch side again, like you did the last time. That's still
Aye, I remember that on the track after the Grimsby game.
Yeah. So Ben Allison, you mustn't be up with the full bio of Carl Magny, but which teams have you been to Wembley with? Of course, it was Gateshead. You mentioned Grimsby, and was it Hartlepool the other one?
No. This was when I was a kid. So the new Wembley, I've been there twice with Gateshead and Grimsby.
Yeah.
But then when I was a kid, I was there like in youth tournament sort of thing. So yeah. Professionally, I've only been twice, so this would be the third time professionally.
Now, I don't know if you can remember this story, and I don't know if you still do it, but when you came on the podcast, you said that the lads used to give you a little bit of jip for a little John Terry statue that you used to bring with you to the games. Right?
That's absolute. That is complete bollocks.
John Terry.
Who told you that? It had to be in Chandler or Marwood or somewhere like that, was it?
I think it was. I was going to say, can you dig it out and bring it on Saturday?
That is completely. They've had you on there because but it was just. Obviously, the whole Chelsea thing and that, and when I was younger, maybe I did speak about it subconsciously quite a lot. I don't know. I certainly don't anymore after the stick that I got because of it. But it's unavoidable sometimes. You know, if a new player came into the dressing room, they would maybe ask, "Oh, you know, what was it like at Chelsea?" And you know, different player. And as soon as I opened my mouth to respond, which you know, just being polite. You know, I couldn't sit there and just ignore the kid or whoever was asking the question. But as soon as I opened my mouth to respond, like I could see, especially that group, Chandler and Marwood, and all their eyes were going down the dressing room thinking, "Oh, here he goes again. Here's JT." You know, if he drops JT in the conversation. So then they started making these lies up. Or they've obviously told you that I had like a John Terry figurine that I used to carry around. I do appreciate JT. I've got a lot of respect for him, but I don't carry a miniature plastic like in my bag or whatever on a daily basis.
I'm absolutely devastated. I thought that was true. I thought he'd be on your mantelpiece.
Honestly, I genuinely believed he had one of them, like the little like cartoon figurines. I thought, I wonder if he's still got it. I was like,
we're all still in a group chat now, and can you remember Josh Walker who played for season under Gary Mills? Josh is double lively in that group chat, and now and then, just randomly, even though it's been 8 years since we all left each other as a squad, there'll just be a photo of me and John Terry like pop in the group, or you know, just randomly, and no context behind it whatsoever. So yeah.
Have the lads wished you luck for Saturday?
Not yet. Everyone's. I'm just seeing the group chat kick off here because Marwood's just had a second child. So
fantastic!
Quality.
Thought he was wagging.
He's taking the attention at the minute, but I'm sure there'll be a few messages prior to the game. Because to be fair, that group, there's a lot of us who are all really close friends, and we see each other quite regular and drop each other messages and whatever they're doing now.
You mentioned Josh Walker. He's back playing, isn't he, in Scotland at a lower level? But nice to see him back playing. He scored a raker of a goal the other week.
Did he?
Yeah,
who's
about 30 yards. It's I think it's like Northern League level in Scotland.
Is it? And last I knew, he was playing for Edinburgh City, I think.
Yeah, no, this was tired, and then I think he's dusted the boots off to play for a lower league side. But I
was going to say it must be really low league because it wasn't by his kite when he was on holiday. He got some stick about his gut, so it must be.
Hey,
He
Carl,
must
do
be
you ever
staying to play at this stage.
Yeah.
You see any comparisons with the unity in this squad to the one that went to Wembley in 2000?
Well, you join us back here at Gateshead International Stadium. Yeovil out about 5 minutes early here. Dare I say the hairdryer treatment there. They've been sent out quite early. It's not a cool night, so it's not going to affect them much, but that probably gives you a little insight to what's happened in the dressing room.
Yeah, surely Cooper wasn't happy with that performance. First half. It shows now that the skipper. He's the first one out.
Yeah,
he's now on the pitch. Leading by example, telling the players, we need to up our play, up our game, if they want to come away with something in the second half.
Well, they're going to have to do something. Say big thank you to everyone that is listening on the Heed Army podcast, and of course everyone on the National League TV stream. We hope you're enjoying this evening. Let's say if you're a Yeovil fan, you might not be enjoying it as much as Gateshead fans, but there's a lot of football to be played, and let's say a lot at stake. Gateshead could go, if it stays like this, 5 points clear of the relegation zone and up to 18th place, I believe it is. But Yeovil, if they can pull back 3 goals, they can climb out the relegation zone themselves. So a lot to play for. And you never leave a Gateshead game early. That's all we'll say. So we'll see what happens there. People sending messages on the Heed Army thing on the chat. Thank you very much to everyone that is doing that. We'll try and get a few of them before we go on. If you are just joining us, though, Heed Army podcast Wednesday night, Thursday night, 8 p.m. our new time. We will be joined by Bernard McWilliams, Gateshead FC Vice Chairman, and who knows, he might give us a couple of hints of what is around the corner from the club regarding Wembley and all of the merchandise that will come along with that, and match day tickets, travel, and things like that. I know it isn't sorted yet on those things, but we might get a hint towards it, and I'm sure Bernard and everyone from the club will be coming on in the build up to that. But the most important thing at the moment is the league form, and we'll be previewing the Scunthorpe game on Friday. Of course, Gateshead at home again against Scunthorpe, Good Friday, and it's another massive game that could see Gateshead really secure their status in the league. And just talking to our guest, Scott Barrow, of course, involved at York, and did yourself some good favours last night with a victory over Barnet.
Yeah. To be fair, though, you did us some good favours by tying them out on Saturday. So, but no, like we were good last night, and it should have been about 5 or 6. But the vital thing is that we picked 3 points up.
Well, that's great. We're just going to play. How to follow us on our social media, and we'll be back in a second.
The Heed Army podcast needs your help. No, we don't need money. All we need is you to do one simple thing. It'll take less than a second. If you could hit that like button, the subscribe button, and share whatever post that we put up regarding Gateshead Football Club, it'll go a long way in helping the show build and ultimately helping us push the club to the moon.
Well, there we go. That is how to follow our social medias. Please do, and also subscribe as well. Help us reach that 500 subscribers before the end of the season. It'd be absolutely fantastic. And of course, hopefully, we'll be bringing you full match commentary from Wembley Stadium as well. What a gig that'll be. But tonight is the most important thing. Gateshead versus Yeovil Town. Gateshead two goals to the good. We're still waiting for Gateshead to come out. Yeovil have been sent out very quick tonight. They're dancing about on the pitch to keep warming up as we await Gateshead to come back out. But Marcus Denangle with both goals. If you're just joining us, a sublime through ball from Connor Panny, and then the finish from Denanga from such a tight angle off the crossbar and in, and then the beautiful header from Denanga from a Wern cross from the right-hand side. But Marshall is back out now, all in yellow. Gateshead will be shooting towards the fell end here in the second half, and that means our visitors Yeovil in all pink and purple will be shooting towards the River Tyne end. And thank God the summer months are starting to come upon us, because it's not too bad here, is it, at the moment at the Gateshead Stadium?
No, I think today is the warmest I've been. I was here on Saturday, and I was absolutely freezing.
Yeah,
I go home, I can't feel my toes, my
I
face.
didn't know what you were going to say there.
Oh no, I won't be rude. But no, I was freezing. But no, it's actually kind of a nice night tonight.
It certainly is. Well, what are we going to see in the second half? A dramatic placement down of the ball from the referee there on the penalty spot on the centre circle. But Gateshead unchanged, as are Yeovil, and we'll be getting underway here in the second half very, very soon. Of course, this is the only National League fixture this evening. Gateshead with a number of games in hand on all around them at the moment, and victory tonight would certainly go a long way to helping their cause of staying in the National League. But Yeovil, as we mentioned before, just as hungry for those points and just as important. And if you had I think I said this to Scott before we came on air, if you had said to me that we'd be above Scunthorpe at this stage of the season, I would have said, well, we're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's quite a shock. And Yeovil as well, a big club down there. Torquay, of course, they've had some good seasons in recent years in the National League playoffs, just a few seasons ago. So it just shows you how quickly things can change.
It just shows when we do get relegated from League Two as well. It's a tough league to be in. So
there's an Oldham are just starting to find the feet now, but Yeovil, Pollock on the ball. He's got the overlap with Bevan. Just stumbles on the ball, gets it across to Bevan now. Bevan looks to whip across in. It's a dangerous one. Story had to head it behind. And Pye makes sure and puts it across for a throw.
Well, that's surely that's turning off.
Bit more intent there, wasn't there?
Yeah. They've got in good areas. It's a positive start from Yeovil.
In comes another cross here, deflects off a Gateshead shirt, falls to the purple shirt, but Gateshead man to stab it away. Staunton to the far side. Cooper tries to get over the top, but Pye's there to get in the way. Ball forward to Denanga. He couldn't control it. Staunton, the captain, trying to lead by example. He's driving forward with the ball. Gateshead managed to clear it, though. Only as far as midfield for Cooper, who, is he fouled? Referee says no. He carries on. He gets back up and goes for a shot, deflecting, and out it goes for a corner. And Marshall could have kept that in there.
Yeah, he could have, but it's a very slow start from Gateshead. This is kind of similar to Saturday. I think Barnet on Saturday, they had a telling off, but they come out and
it looks like I think Whelan might have to leave the pitch here. I think he's got a pop nose, or Francis even. The referee's seen blood. He wants that stopped, so he might have to change his shirt here. But Gateshead is going to be temporarily down to 10 men here as this corner is going to be taken. He hasn't left the pitch yet. He's got to come over. The fourth official said to come over. He's going to get a swab there at his nose, and now the corner is taken. It's going to fall down, headed up in the air by Gateshead, headed clear now. Denanga clears the ball. Ricochets back now. Denanga can get it to Ollie. Ollie puts the ball over the top. Campbell in a foot race now. Smith has had to come out. He's just going to get there. Does well, Smith. He's still going with the ball. Campbell up against him. Played back. Oh, I didn't see the defender there. Thought Denanga was going to be straight through. Being cleared though. Clark brings it down. Gateshead win it back in midfield. And now ball played up to Denanga. Denanga has Campbell on his left-hand side. He's driving with the ball. Goes for the shot himself. And it just bounces wide. You can see why he went for it on a hat-trick, can't you?
Yep. Yeah, he's been positive again. Very positive. Ball through the middle. When you're a man in form at the moment, you'll shoot from anywhere.
Well, Francis has lost his number 18 shirt. He's got a number 41 shirt on now. Of course, must have been blood on it. And he's fourth official. Doesn't let him on yet.
Fourth officials are busy, aren't they?
They certainly are. They took the words right out of my mouth, but I was going to say something different. Worthington heads the ball on. It's up in the air. Pye nods it forward. It's going to fall to Cooper. Cooper puts it over the top. There isn't a runner there. It's Panny to head it out. And Gateshead just starting to get a little bit of composure, but we're starting to see that a lot more work from Yeovil still. Young goes down, free kick. Campbell just judged to have caught him there.
A pretty slow start this one, Gateshead. Letting Yeovil, back into this game. Piling on the pressure.
Well, it's going to be a free kick out. It's about 40 yards out, right-hand side, about 8 yards from the touchline. It's going to be whipped in. All the big players are up on the edge of the box. In comes the delivery from Cooker. Staunton got the header off, and the flag goes up.
Free header.
He just didn't get to guide it, but Would have been harsh on him if he had off, because it's a good header. Got in the good position to give the header, should I say.
Story's on a few words now with the team. He's not happy on what's going on at the moment.
It's almost like having two captains on the pitch, isn't it? Having Louis Story back there, of course, part of the coaching team as well. Oh, and Gates player went down there. Wern. Don't know if he's rolled his ankle there when he went down. Chris Bell is a metre away. There he is. He's on now.
Yeah, Bailey's very busy tonight, isn't he?
He is. Well, I think he's rolled his ankle as he's went down because there was nobody near him there. Former Grimsby player. Well, 50 minutes in. It's not 0-0. It's 2-0 to Gateshead. We'll get there in the end.
Let you know that the 50-50 draw money has been claimed. 50-50 prize has been claimed.
This doesn't look good.
He's having a bit of a wobble to the line there. I think he's going to come back on. Don't know if he's bent his toes or something. He seems to into that, but the game's back underway. Gates clear the ball through Tinkler. Still not back on here, but Ollie on the attack. Plays the ball forward to Denanga. Needs someone to get in the centre. Denanga, right hand side of the box up against Staunton. Keeps going. Lays it into Campbell. Oh, just taken off his feet. Lovely vision from Denanga. And Gateshead at the back. Story pumps it up towards the Yeovil defence, and poor header from Bevan there. Gateshead on the edge of the box. Couldn't control it, but it falls to Gateshead in midfield. Ollie, edge of the box, lays it off. Tried to get through to Denanga. Hunt was there. And if he had got through, he was in acres of space there to compose himself. But Yeovil managing to stop that final ball through as Gateshead on the attack again. Ollie, he's got the run of Wern. Wern now right-hand side. Campbell, Denanga coming into the box. Plays it through to Campbell. Finished. Oh, it's just... I think he stumbled as he went to hit it. And I don't even know if he's just put it wide.
But that was beautiful football. It all started from Tinkler back to Marshall, played it out back to Tinkler, 1-2 with him and Francis to Whelan, and the build-up play was just absolutely perfect. Just couldn't finish it off by Campbell. In them kind of areas you think he'll score them, but just couldn't sort his feet out.
Credit to Denanga for not going for that one, having the vision to let it go past. Thought he might have lunged in there, but...
Well, I say the centre half then was thought that Denanga's going to have it, so him being in that position kind of put off the centre half, and then that puts Campbell free.
Well, Cooper down, the ball goes out of play for Cooper to receive treatment. I think he's been in the walls lately. He's got a headband on there as well, so looks like he's down with a lower limb problem, but hopefully he'll be all right. See, you mentioned Harry Smith because obviously he played Barnet, and I'm guessing he didn't play on Monday night.
No, he didn't. He was in the tunnel just before the game, and he took a bad knock on Saturday. And to be fair, his face, he had a big, massive black eye, and his face was mangled. But the good thing he was down on Saturday, and the good thing was, he didn't go off on a stretcher, and he got up and walked off.
That was the worry, because he looked like he was out cold from the initial, didn't move, and then obviously when we seen him come off the pitch, he was battered, bruised, and bloodied.
But I think a nice gesture as well. When he did come off and he was battered and bruised, the Gateshead fans, they clapped him off as well, and he appreciated that as well.
I think he never liked to say it. Of course, we did see the stretcher go towards the pitch, and that is the end of Cooper's evening. There is going to be a substitution here, and it is apologies there, everybody. I knocked ourselves off there. There is going to be a substitution.
Is there? I don't know. He's putting his shirt back on, but it is going to be Jordan Maguire-Drew if he does come on.
Well, yeah, it looks like Cooper might be staying on. Yeah, he's fourth official has the board in his hand, but he's going to It's going to come back on Cooper. But it did look like Maguire Drew was going to come on. He's putting his training jumper back on. Ball played down the line to Nanga, who is inside now. The ball over the top for Ollie. Can he get there? Hunt does well. Puts it out towards the far side. Throw in level with the corner of the box. Once again, apologies there that we went off air. I clicked the mouse by mistake. Took us away. But we're back.
Nice mouse as well.
Oh, yeah. I went to Asda to buy a new mouse, and that one was £1.50 and the plain one was £8. So the... and Gates have a shot here.
Oh
what a finish from Connor Panny!
Finish that is.
Oh, wow!
What a finish that is. Never mind your mouse. What a finish
I
that
know,
is.
we were talking about the mouse there. Wow, that was reminiscent of a Scott Barrow finish there, I dare say. But Connor Panny, his performances of late have been rewarded with a fine goal there.
But again, he had acres of space. No one closed him down. And is he left-footed?
No.
No, and he used his left foot.
Yeah.
And no power, just placed it. And, well, in the top corner, what a finish.
That was absolute perfection. As soon as it left its foot, it looked destined for the back of the net, and there it was. Wow.
That's a great finish. Like I said, he had a slow start in the first half, but he just grew into the game.
Yeah.
That assist that he got, he's growing in confidence, and he's got a goal to go with as well.
Ball played forward, Gated intercepted in midfield, and that's a foul. Oh, referee says no. Look at the attack from behind, and now Yeovil on the attack. Pollock on the right-hand side. Young driving with the ball, brought down the ball. Oh, he's give it.
Yeah, I think it was a penalty.
Free kick. Yeah.
Sorry, free kick. Being positive. They have to be positive now if they're going to get anything from this. Are they going to make a change?
Well, it is 3-0 now. Connor Panny with that goal. And we are going to see the change. Of course, if anyone's National League TV, they'd be thinking, well, he didn't go off air. If it was to our listeners on YouTube, we had went off air. Hopefully I didn't swear. Well, there we go. Cooper off and Maguire Drew on number 10. And a free kick about 25 yards out, right of the box.
Looks like they're going to make another one in due course as well. Someone else is getting stripped off and ready to come on the pitch.
Well, we'll see that. I think we'll be after this set piece as the line there. The referee's giving the gated wall a talking to there. Well, we'll wait this one to be taken. The delivery comes in. It's fast. Oh, off the hit.
What a free kick that is.
Hit the corner of the goal there. Wow.
That's inches. That was a very good free kick.
That's some power on it, wasn't it? It was whipped.
Well, it's the closest they've been, but they need to be a little bit more like that, a little bit more positive. If they can get one goal.
Well, Zizabar is going to come on. Well, it looks like we have a substitution for Gates. Is it? No. So they say that as Francis comes over, he's still bleeding a little bit. He's just getting a bit of tissue to help stop that. I think he's popped his lip earlier on. Well, there we go. It is. Well, they're going very much more attacking here. Max Hunt is off for Zizabar. And did we miss another substitution? Have they went?
No. Just
that one there. So Zizabar on. So looks like they're going to be a bit more down the flanks.
I think that could be a change of formation for
Yeah.
Yeovil. The wing back, Rackford to go inside.
Ollie,
Zizabar,
nearly got the touch through to Denanga, cleared to the far side, but Pani can get across to cover that and play it back to Pai. Ball over the top. Smith can gather that, quickly distribute it. Rackford pumps up crossfield ball there, better from Yeovil, moving the ball with purpose. As they try and get the ball higher up the pitch now. Worthington gets it to the far side. Pollock dinked up towards the big number 9. Sorry, not number 9, is he? Sorry, we're back underway and Gateshead on the attack on the far side. Dinanga plays the ball for Campbell, who just couldn't get there, and Staunton can clear the ball down the line. And the ball has been played up there. As now Yeovil on the attack. Good tackle from Gateshead. Whelan plays the ball up. Campbell's offside. Ball goes out to play for a throw-in on the far side. Apologies for that there. Our unicorn mouse knocked us off air for the YouTube listeners.
I'm glad you actually mentioned what it is.
Yeah, it's a unicorn mouse. As try not to talk about mouses because goals happen then. As Yeovil now play the ball into the centre. Alrubu fouls Tinkler. And Gateshead will be happy with that. 60 minutes gone. It is Gateshead 3, Yeovil 0. Ball up towards Campbell. Far touchline, brings it down. Can he get past clock? Was he fouled? Referee says no. Ball pumped up. It's going to be Stories to bring down. Oh, nearly closed down. He done well to get it to Pye. But he didn't get it to Pye. Goes out for a throw on the far side. Nice bit of skill there as the ball's dinked up. Scissor bar. Rubu puts a cross in. He's the man you want in the middle, though. That's the disappointing thing for Yeovil. But Gateshead on the attack. Ollie is asking a lot of him there against 3. But Staunton did well to get back and clear up.
I thought Greg was quick.
I think he might be tired. Ball played all the way down the lane. It's going to bounce out for a throw to Gateshead on the other side of the pitch. Big thank you to everyone that has messaged in tonight. I'm hoping we weren't off air for the Panny goal. Just someone was asking what the score was on YouTube. That is, if anyone could let us know.
I think Conto is getting stripped and ready to come on.
Yeah, it does look that way. I think it might be for Francis. I don't know if that blood stopped as the ball goes through and going to go all the way out on the far side for a throw to Yeovil inside their own half. There's going to be another substitution from Yeovil as well. When the ball goes out, nodded forward. Ollie punted that one out there. He didn't mean to do that. But we are going to see a substitution here for Yeovil.
We were on air for the Penny goal.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Don't want to miss anything.
Well, it was a cracker, so.
Well, we're going to see Malachi Linton come on.
So what this song the crowd are singing now.
Yeah.
I kept singing it on the way home on Saturday.
I've been doing that much to the annoyance of my family. We've just had a message here from a Notts County fan, SB. But Notts fan here, happy to see you doing well. How's Francis doing? He's doing all right. He's been good in the centre. He's had a pop lip though. Camille Conter is ready to go, and Mike Williamson not happy that they weren't able to get our substitution underway there, but nodded forward by Yeovil. Pye puts it up in the air and out for a throw on the far side. And we're about to see who is going to be making way here. Greg Ollie. Well, the captain's been busy helping his team get through to Wembley at the weekend, scoring one of the penalties as well. And he did look a little bit tired there in that foot race, didn't he, before? So maybe it's a case of preservation.
Yeah, he did. You know, again, he's been superb tonight. In the pockets, creating things. But like I said, he was superb on Saturday. And I think we've got big games coming up. So I think Greg does need a rest. But you're bringing on another player who's very talented. Got to go far in my eyes. And like I said, he's got a bright future.
Certainly has. He was away with Sierra Leone, got an international cap during the international break, came back to help Gateshead in the semi-final. And if he conducts himself going forward after his loan stint here at Gateshead, he'll definitely do well. As Yeovil bring the ball down, Conter gets his first touch, gets into it. Campbell puts the ball over the top. I think Denango would have to be like Superman to get to that one, but it's been distributed now. Reckford, Campbell, good pressure. Reckford now Worthington's had to come back to help, puts it over the top, and now Yeovil beat the offside trap as Linton, left-hand side of the box, lays it off to Reckford. Reckford now crosses the ball in. It's deep. It's going to the far side. And, well, it's a disappointing cross from a Yeovil perspective. Really should have done better, but it can come in from the right-hand side now. Marshall fists it clear. It's going to land to Pollock, goes for a shot, goes wide. And, well, the first cross should have been a lot better.
Yeah, got in great positions, ball over the top. Gateshead got back in the numbers. But Reckford's quality, he should have done better there with the delivery. But the second delivery come in, I think Marshall could have catched it in his chest. But like I said, it went to a Yeovil player on the edge. Couldn't quite connect on it. And Gateshead got away with that one.
Yeah, it's a strange thing. Keepers, if you're under pressure and you win 3-0 up, you'd be praising them for getting the ball away if we're under pressure at 1-0. But you always hate to see a keeper catch them. But Worthington, left-hand side of the box, driving with the ball. Only picked out Conter though. Conter just slows it down, tries to get it to Dinanga, who he does, gets the ball, does very well, plays it back. Staunton's just going to intercept that with Francis, chasing it down all the way back to Smith. And is he going to get there? Is he going to go for a corner? He is. It's slowed right down. Plays it to Bevan. Bevan drives forward. Still going. Bevan a little bit trickery on the halfway line. And Yeovil just... It's a shame because it took them to be 2-0 and 3-0 down to come to life in this game.
Yeah, it has. When you win this situation, you're in a relegation battle. You need to win games. Especially the situation they're in as well. I thought they would have come out today and imposed their attacking ability. Especially with the front three they have got. But they quite haven't. Gates have dictated the play. They style of football they do play, and they deserve to be 3-0 up.
Well, Story, proven ball. Panny nods it inside, gets to it himself, gets it to Panny. Offside flag went up there. It was a tight one, I think. Quickly taken. Referee wants it not rushed. Staunton, not complaining too much, although the referee's giving him a little talking to. Now pumps it up towards Linton. Tinkler wins the header. It goes back to Marshall, who just takes his time. 67th minute gone. Gateshead 3. Yeovil 0. And apparently we went off just before the goal there. And so Alan gets, but don't let Yeovil score for heaven's sake. Of course, we're 3-0 on Saturday, but at the moment, Gateshead probing again. Wern with a good ball from Conter to him. A little bit of trickery, lays it back to Campbell. Campbell up against Zazabog, gets it back. Plays it inside. Oh, Reckford has to put it behind for a corner.
Again, nice composed play between Campbell and who was it?
Vern.
Yeah, Vern again. No, nice composed. They need to take no risks. Just keep the ball. Obviously great, nearly inch perfect cross by Campbell there, nearly. But like I said, got a corner and see what can work from this corner.
I say Reckford looked a tired figure as he put that one behind. It was just a thankful to get rid of the ball by the looks of it. But Gateshead take a short one. Francis. Campbell's ball didn't get through though, and now Yeovil can break. McGuire Drew. He's got Linton on the far side. Controls the ball. Right hand side of the box. He's up against Camille Conter. Come on, Conter wins the ball. Puts it inside to Campbell. Campbell back to Pye. Over the top, Dinanga. Well, he's pushed. Wins a free kick just inside the Gateshead half.
But again, superb. From the corner. It got broken down, but the numbers that Gateshead do get back are, their fitness levels are really, really good. Conter coming on as well. It shows. Breaks on play. But again, they're so composed. When they do press, they clip in areas and they win a free kick from it.
So they do. And Conter just seemed to stand still and win the ball. Emily Focus is asking what the score is. It's 3-0. Connor Panny with a beautiful left-footed effort at the moment. But the ball pinged up towards Dinanga, beaten in the air by Staunton. Cleared by Yeovil, laid off by Linton. And, well, Pollock just was being fouled there. Plays it quickly. Now, well, tired legs there from Yeovil on the far side. Ball trickles out. And someone's asking, we know the attendance. We don't at the moment. Looks like another substitution from Gateshead is forthcoming. Fourth official's going over to his board. I wouldn't be shocked to see Dan Ward come on here, but I cannot see who it is. And it's Dan Ward. As it looks like it's going to be for Wern. Ball goes up play on the far
Could be
side.
Wern, could be Campbell. We don't know.
No, it's got Wern on the board there. 44.
Good eyes.
I do get it right sometimes. But throw indicated on the far side. We're going to see this leg for leg change. Ward on for Wern, and I'm sure the Yeovil defenders won't be too happy that another player with pace is coming onto the pitch.
Just shows that the strength and depth that Gateshead have got at the moment now from the start of the season.
Well, Wern, his cross for the second goal was absolutely fantastic. And he's getting a warm reception here from the Tyne Weir stand, and rightly so as well. But Dan Ward is going to make his way onto the pitch. We know what you're always going to get from Dan Ward. 110% every time he'll run himself into the ground, but he's had a bit of a rest here tonight, so he should have some energy in those legs. As the ball goes up, headed up in the air from Yeovil. Was it kept in? It was. Pye puts it up towards Denanga. Denanga does well, but it's a little bit scrappy at the moment. Worthington pings the ball off a Gateshead shirt. Conter battling for the ball, goes out for a Gateshead throw. Well, the energy levels haven't dropped from Gateshead. They've had to ride the little storm that Yeovil have given them, but it pitted out as quickly as it came.
Yeah, you're going to, especially in the second half. Yeovil will have a telling off at half time, but they saw them that first 10 minutes, ride the storm, and Gateshead was gone, settle down again, and gone back to what they do best.
Well, nice vision there to try and pick out Dan Ward. Manages to get the ball to Campbell, nodded on. Ward races onto the ball. He's on the edge of the box. Can he pull it across? He can. Oh, hook clear by Staunton. And Gateshead managed to pick up the ball in midfield. Scrappy at the moment. Campbell has it. Edge of the box. Dinks it to Denanga. Offside flag come. It was a good finish.
What a goal that would have.
The flag went up straight away, but as I say, a lovely little dink over the top. Just unfortunately for Denanga, just straight off.
A beautiful football again. Down the right with Dan Ward now. 1-2 over the top. Perfect pass by Aaron Campbell, but just offside.
Well, Gateshead looking to keep the ball moving. Conter just loses out there. Pollock pumps the ball up, and that's going to come through to Marshall, who I don't think's had the save to make today.
No, not at all.
Driving forward with the ball. Whelan picks out Campbell on the right-hand side. Ward comes for support. Plays it inside, though, to Conter. Conter brings it down. It just skimmed away from him, but Gateshead pick up the second ball. Campbell, right-hand side of the pitch. Plays it forward to Denanga. Lovely run that he's made. Holds it up, brought Staunton over with him. Ward just plays it inside to Whelan, but beaten to the ball. Ball goes out for Gateshead. A throw just past the dugout. Well, I think the icing on the cake would be a Denanga hat-trick here tonight. As Campbell receives the ball, gets it from Tinkler. Tinkler has the ball, gives it to Campbell now. Vision on the far side. There's Connor Panny and acres of space as he's done all game, just ghosted out there. But now he has the ball, cuts inside of it, lays it off to Campbell. Campbell takes a touch, cross to Conter. Conter now, can he pick out Denanga in the centre? He's got two men on him. Oh, the ball to Campbell was just too strong, and the ball hasn't went out. As Drew Maguire tried to see that out. And now, it isn't, sorry, it's Bevan. Played forward now. Now Maguire Drew can get the ball moving. Reckford. Zezibar, fouled by Ward. Free kick just inside the Gateshead half. sorry, inside the Yeovil half even. Ball pumped up towards the far side. Nodded on. There isn't a runner there for it, and Marshall can just pick it up. Wow, let's see the crowd very content at the moment, liking what they see. And at the moment, I think someone put what would have been like if we didn't have the injuries. I think I've seen there earlier in the season. Well, it's just showing you we would have been a little bit more competitive earlier in the season. But Panny brings it down, lays it off towards Campbell. Rackford's there, cleared by Smith. Linton battling with Pye. Tinkler wins the header. Poked forward by Worthington. Worthington gets the ball again. Two Gateshead players there. Ward comes off him for a throw. What can Yeovil conjure up here? Do they have a long throw in their arsenal? They don't. They went slow and it wasn't the greatest throw. As Zanzibar goes for a shot. Oh, past the post. He had the space there, didn't he? Just didn't have the execution.
No, we get switched off there, Gateshead. Again, being positive. Cut inside two defenders.
Guilty of not playing to the whistle there. They were hoping that it was a foul throw, and they stood still.
Yeah, exactly. But great strike. I think if he's on target, could have been goal. But
the keeper was never going to get to it. It was on target.
No, but again, just shows that the attacking play of Yeovil is there, but it just needs to show it a lot more.
Certainly is. Well, we're 76 minutes in. Gateshead 3, Yeovil 0. Denanga with 2, Panny with a screamer, and Conta, the substitute, because it's Denanga, back to Conta. Conta just slows it down. He's got an old head on Young's shoulders there. As Connor nearly called him Connor Panny. As Camille Conta. Whelan in the centre circle. Does well to hold it up. Does very well. Panny's out on the left, who he uses. Panny back to Story. The Olays are coming out in the time and we are stand here. Gateshead passing the ball with ease as Tinkler can carry it forward. 10, 20 yards. Piss inside to Campbell. Back to Tinkler. Campbell again. Ward does well. Gets it to Tinkler. Gateshead playing like Brazil at the moment, according to the time and we are stand. Ward pings it up. That could be a good ball if it got through, but Staunton, it's got to be a better ball than that to get past him. But Gateshead win it back. Lovely stuff from Ward. Goes through the legs. Can he get a shot off? He's still going. Oh, and it just took away from him. Staunton can clear. But Gateshead pick it up again, and the foul given. The soft one.
Again, great football.
It is. It's
great football. It's joy to watch. It would have been nice would it be a goal, but
I mean, we've said it lots over the years. Confidence, it can really be the difference, can't it? And not that Gateshead on good players. We've known that injuries have hampered us all season. But when you're playing like that, and Francis is down, he's up. But Gateshead on the attack. Denanga got past Staunton. Can he lay it off? Conta's in the edge of the box. Still going Denanga. Didn't get it to Panny, and now it can be cleared. Well, Conta was in acres of space there. Ball over the top. It's a foot race, and Linton is chasing it down, just not fast enough, and out it goes for a throw near the corner flag on the far side. And looking at the league table now, it looks like Gateshead, don't look at too presumptuous, but look like they're going to get the 3 points, 5 points clear. And Gateshead have games in hand on all the teams below. It's it's a massive gap for the teams underneath now. Big struggle.
Yeah, 100%. And like I said, just off air, I think 3 points tonight for Gateshead, and another positive game on Friday. I think that that could be yourself safe.
A long way towards it. But this is football. Expect the unexpected at times as Conta. The ball goes out off him, throwing on the far side. Yeah, and the form table as well. I think Gateshead were 5th in the form table going into this league as Conta. Oh, he does very well. And Gateshead in possession on the attack now, driving forward. Campbell, can he lay it off to Denanga? He can. He's on the far side of the box, so he's going to have to pull it back. He does to Campbell. Campbell, nice bit of footwork. Lays it off. Shot comes in. Oh,
Great block
Panny
by Dan Wood.
thought he was just going to get in there. Tinkler, look at this defender up there. Pressure at. Oh, well,
Bit harsh.
it was a harsh one, that.
Again, superb play.
Free kick, 80 minutes gone. 3-0 to Gateshead. Do Yeovil have anything in reply? Well, ball out to Pye. Who get the ball forward to Denanga on the far side, but Bevan gets in there. And, well, passing around the back now. Reckford out to Zazibar. Dan Ward sticks with him, just runs it out. Good pressure. Causing errors to be made by Yeovil. And when the clock gets to this stage, it's understandable players' heads will drop, especially when, they'll know what position they're in. They know who the team they were playing and what was at stake. And have they got someone that can perform some magic?
Like I said, they've only had 2 shots all game.
Oh, lovely stuff from Conter. Yeah, they haven't made the keeper work really, have they? Apart from the one there that went past. Gateshead just dispossessed. Good stuff from Pollock. Pollock trying to make something happen. Story blocks the run and has to be played back. Reckford. Crossfield ball to Staunton. And I think gaps might start to appear as Yeovil probe to get the ball further forward as the ball goes right through. And we're seeing Staunton just get a little bit higher up the pitch, aren't we? And leaving those gaps in there. So if Gateshead can get on the break.
He has to, Tough night for Staunton tonight. He's skipper leading by example.
I mean, I must admit that the formation change that we thought didn't really happen, did it? And it's for a team chasing the game, they've got 5 at the back, and it's not really producing anything going forward, is it?
No, but look at the 2 sides now. Oh.
Well, Marshall nods the ball calmly to Tinkler. Tinkler just gets the ball. Young goes down. Gateshead just passing it around to get out the back as now Francis. Ball over the top. He bent his run perfectly. Denanga up against Bevan. Campbell flying in. Denanga lays it off. And it just hit the back of his heel and out it goes on the far side. It's a corner. But Denanga, I thought he might have been a little bit selfish there.
Yeah, I thought he would have. Great area again, peeling off the centre half. But the willing run of Adam Campbell, could have got himself inside, but he's passed him. But, lucky for Yeovil, it hit on the back of the heel and going for a corner. But like we spoke about now, the 2 formations, they have changed their formation, but the 2 differences in both formations where Gateshead are more positive in the wing back play, a little higher, where Yeovil are just, as if they're playing like a back 5.
Oh, ball tried to be pinged through to Ward there. Linton tries to hold it up. He does well, but he's under pressure from 2 players, but got it to Pollock on the far side. Gateshead can intercept though, and now Panny. Played forward to Panny again from Campbell. Denanga. Oh, lovely stuff. Just holds it, lays it off to Campbell. Campbell to Whelan. When Bailey is warming up in front of the dugout, he's going to be coming on. There's now Panny. Cuts inside onto his right foot. Lays it to Campbell. Campbell. Got it to Denanga now. Denanga just playing it out to Ward. Tinkler was on the underlap, but give it to Whelan. Whelan now gives it to Tinkler. Gateshead just happy to stay in possession as ball comes through to Campbell now. In the centre back to Story. It's a poor one back to Story. Story wins it, but they're on the break. And now Worthington driving forward. Ball across the far side. Didn't get there. And Gateshead let off big style as it won a foul.
Yeah, Gateshead got let off there. Sloppy play. But I think Worthington could have gone himself. Could have gone. He had the pace, the energy to carry on going, but poor decision. But Gateshead got away with that then.
Well, let's hope. We're going to see Owen Bailey coming on. coming back from injury, second appearance since that bad ankle injury, but he's back and in for the run-in as Whelan, who's given a fantastic performance. He's been linking up everything in midfield, keeping the ball moving, and also as well his positional play. He's dropped into that back three many times just to put bodies there.
Yeah, well, like I said, when you've got strength and depth, with Whelan coming off, you've got Owen Bailey coming like key in the Conference North. Like he was superb last year, and actually he's been key this year. And to have him back in the squad is very vital for Gateshead.
Certainly is. I think the first few games, I think for a few of the Gateshead players coming up from the north to the National League, had a little bit of a lesson to be learned, and he grew into it. Owen Bailey, and we're seeing the Owen Bailey of last season comfortable at this level. Story picks out Panny, who's just in acres of space, and he's going to go for another shot himself, and this time he just gets too much of a connection on it and drags it wide.
Shoot with his left foot next time.
Yeah.
I know, wing back to come inside the midfield and to pick up the ball. Very positive again, very attacking from Gateshead. But he's being positive. He's shooting. No one's closed him down. Why not shoot? But this time he just couldn't quite connect with the ball.
Well, there's a win header from Pye. Gateshead trying to get this ball forward to Nanga. He's got good feet. Just couldn't get it to a teammate there as Pollock puts it back to Bevan. Bevan over the top. And that's a ball into no man's land where Marshall can just come out and get it and slow it down. Rolls it out to Pye. Pye down the line. Conta. Oh, Panny did come back. But, throw in. So he's standing up for himself as well, Connor Panny. He's a young lad, but he's grown into the physical aspects of the game. Ball through to Nanga. Oh, he tried to lay it off the Conta, and Conta chasing it down. Ball out of play to throw into Gateshead just on the halfway line.
And that's what happens sometimes when you do go on loan and play football. You grow in stature, you grow as a person, and you come because you play in regular football. And then become a better footballer as well. It just shows that over the years of what Gates had done when they loan players out, like John Mellish, Tom White, they have gone on loan, look at where they are now. So, sure that he will be the same. Keep on growing.
Without a doubt, and I'm sure Ollie Thompson might be added to that list of maybe going out on loan. He's been dropped in at the deep end, and he's acquitted himself well, hasn't he?
Yeah, I didn't know who he was on Saturday, but again,
we still haven't had confirmation on his age. We've had rumours from anything from 15 to 19. So, but Gateshead win it in midfield now as Campbell drives forward with the ball. Denanga on the left-hand side, but Campbell still going, lays it off. Oh, Bailey, 3-0, 4-0 even. We're losing count. Bailey from the substitute bench. He buries it into the back of the net. And Gateshead have rounded off a fine performance tonight.
Oh, that was again superb play. I think Diagana's not like he's laughing now, but Owen Bailey's took the ball off his feet for a hat trick. But no, calm.
We'd be complaining if there wasn't shirts getting into the box. But Denanga probably would have loved to have got that on the end of that. But it's 4-0, and Gateshead have got themselves 5 points clear of the relegation zone tonight. We've got 2 minutes 10 seconds left of normal time, and Gateshead, they were fifth in the form table going into this game. They're carrying it forward at the right time in the season.
Yeah, like I said, they've been brilliant the second half of the season. Like I said, the strength and depth that they have at the moment. The football they do play. They're up there. Up there with Notts County with the best footballing sides, in my opinion. But it shows now that keep trusting the process. The way they play and all the players that come back from injury as well. Step this league, they could be a threat.
Definitely, and of course, we mentioned about Owen Bailey and his injuries got back. It's great to see him get on the score sheet. Oh, and Staunton just dances past Campbell there, and now Staunton driving forward. He's got a rush of blood to the head. He's trying to make something happen. Captain's performance, but now Thursday Bar has the ball at the edge of the box, trying to make something happen. And Gateshead, Campbell, lovely little flick to Denanga. Can he get it back? He can. Oh, Pollock was there just to get in front of Campbell, and you just feel those gaps are just there to be had now on the counter, so they're going to have to stay switched on, because we've just seen there they can make something happen if they drive at it.
Yeah, but again, it's coming from the skipper again. Driving forward. It's a skipper's performance, and I bet Yeovil wish they had 11 of him, leadership and the passion that he plays with. And
as you say, it's one of those things where you can see a player's done nothing wrong throughout the game. He's had to deal with what he's had to deal with, but around him hasn't been great today.
No, it hasn't. No, you can't have 2, 3, 4 players performing. You need about 7 or 8 if you're going to win a game. And tonight's not Yeovil haven't been quite good enough.
Well, we're about to see how many minutes are going to be added on. It looks like it's going to be 3, I think. We'll confirm that, but we're 10 seconds left of normal time. 3 minutes going to be added on. Gateshead trying to win the ball back. Conte chasing it down. And, well, I don't envy the Yeovil fans and the players the trip back tonight. Especially the fans. They've travelled up and they haven't been given a real performance as Yeovil now try to create something from the right-hand side. Lovely bit of footwork, crosses the ball in. Marshall just plucks it out the air. And, that just sums up Yeovil's night.
Yeah, like I say, any fan, especially travelling, this far on a Tuesday night, if you do lose now, but you want a performance. Yeah. You want a performance to, go away. But again, tonight it's not there. It's, as I say, the table doesn't lie.
Well, if any Yeovil fans are watching and you've got friends here, tell them that we are absolutely in awe of them tonight. It's a mammoth effort to come up here, and it's never great when you're on the end of a 4-0 as it stands at the moment. Tinkler calmly nods that back to Marshall. But from a Gateshead perspective, job done, and done in style.
Yeah, but another good thing for Gateshead, they've been solid. Very rare to keep a clean sheet, but tonight they
lovely touch from Denanga. Campbell, he's got Denanga on the far side. Lovely ball, brings it down. Bevan just got in front to intercept.
He's itching for that hat-trick.
Well, brought down by Pani. Down the lane to Conte. Conte now. He's got the overlap with Pani if he wants it. It's good. He's in space. Can Pani put a delivery in? Lovely bit of footwork. Takes down to the dead ball line. Brings it along. He's still going. Keeper gets the ball. And, well, as I say, I didn't hear who man of the match was, but I think Denanga and Pani are up there for it, aren't they?
Yeah, obviously Denanga for his 2 goals, but in my opinion, it's Conor Pani. I think the first 5 minutes he was a little bit sloppy, but he just grew into the game and he just got better and better as the 90 minutes went on.
And there we go, Staunton trying to make something happen, driving the ball forward, and Gateshead just tried to intercept. Zazibar was fouled. There was a lot of probing feet going in there as he had the ball. And this could be their last chance to get the ball up the box. Taken short, though, down the wing. Zazibar cuts inside. Does he go for glory? He does. And he hits it over. And you could see that coming a mile off, couldn't you? It was like, well, why not?
Yeah, but he's being positive. He's cut inside. But again, we've got to hit the target. Got himself in a good area. He's hit the target. Make the keeper work.
Yeah, make the keeper work.
But they haven't done that all night. So,
well, let's say we wish Yeovil all the best from a Gateshead perspective. Going forward, it's a big challenge. But there's definitely going to be some twists and turns before the end of this National League season. And Gateshead have a goal kick here. Marshall just not in any hurry to take it.
Your attendance this evening, the crowd is 959 with 141.
Well, 959 we're here to witness. Gateshead win 4-0. A great performance. Good goals. And, well, they've pulled themselves 5 points clear of the relegation zone. And Scott, we said it just moments ago, Ian Watson, Mike Williamson, they couldn't have asked for much more.
No, I thought it was a fantastic performance by Gateshead from start to finish. Dominated possession. When they didn't have the ball, they were very energetic getting the ball back. They was cool and composed. They didn't. No sloppy passes away. Yeovil sat back and Gateshead just done anything. But when they did press in, the gaps were opening. They picked the right passes. And they're saying the 4-0 is probably deserved.
Yeah. Well, can I just say one thing? If we noticed it, I think Ian Watson noticed it. He went straight over to shake the hand of Staunton first there. And he's shaking the hand of all the other Yeovil players as well. They go over to their travelling support to thank them for coming up here today. But Scott, thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure to do commentary with you again. And you are lucky charm.
I am a lucky charm, and I don't think I've lost yet. So I'm a lucky charm. So
you're coming to Wembley.
I'll come.
Yeah. On that note, as I say, join us on the Heat Army podcast 8 p.m. on Thursday evening. We're talking to Gateshead chairman, Vice Chairman Vernon McWilliams about all the things that's going on from Wembley. We might even get some sneaky things of what's going to happen. So please do. Everyone on National League TV streaming service, thank you very much for joining us. Of course, on the Heat Army podcast as well for joining us here. Sorry about the little audio issues for you. I unfortunately pressed my mouse and knocked it off. But on that note, we're still very happy. We're going forward. Gateshead 5 points clear of the drop.